Hello, today I am going to talk about an important principle which is called Anugnya. The Anugnya is an important principle in the homam which is done to people. Now, normally what happens, all the Brahmins are asked whether can we proceed with the homam. It is called as the group Anugnya. But Anugnya is an important thing which happens in people's life which people are not aware. Democracy is in a way Anugnya. The permission of the people is given to elect a leader. For example, Narendra Modi is getting elected. Now, there are a lot of lakhs of people or crores of people who cast their votes in a way giving their consent across. So, this is Anugnya. Why the Anugnya is very, very important is if the technique is repeated again and again, the manifestation becomes very, very easy in a person's life. There are variety of manifestation techniques which are available with people, but one of the most important technique which is there about visualization is about getting the Anugnya. First is the will of the heaven. The will of the heaven is called as the Deva Anugnya. You call the gods and you get their permission for the entire thing to get executed. The second Anugnya is the Guru Anugnya. That is why people go to their Guru, people go to their Sankarachari, or even to the person whom they respect. They say, sir, we are getting married, sir, we have applied for this job, sir, we are doing like this. Like that, the second Anugnya, which is the Guru Anugnya, which is being taken across. The third and the fourth Anugnya is a very, very important Anugnya, which is the parental permission. The father and mother, where they give the consent to the entire process. For example, if it is a marriage, they give the consent. If it is a childbirth, change of house, you inform the people that you are going to do that across. So that is the four Anugnais: the Guru Anugnya, Deva Anugnya, the father and mother Anugnya. The fifth and the sixth Anugnya is a very, very strange Anugnya, that of the younger people to you. For example, in the Hometown Cha-Cha, which is one of the famous Korean serial, you can see the young children ask the couple, are you going to get married? But they were not thinking about it at that particular point of time as a person. So the first most important thing is getting the permission of the elderly people in the house and the younger people in the house. For example, somebody is getting married, so they go to the elderly people house and they simply take the blessing of the elders, like the grandfather, grandmother, and then they say, yeah, actually we are getting married, or we are changing the house, or we are doing this and that, is going abroad. So that is the fifth level of the Anugnya. The sixth level of Anugnya comes from people who are younger to you as a person. The seventh level Anugnya is that of the, what you call it as the neighbors. There are different kinds of neighbors we have as a person, and we try to inform them in a manner of seeking permission, all that thing across. The last of the Anugnya is that of the most important Anugnya is that of the enemy Anugnya. The enemy is a person who appears, who tries to disrupt the process, who tries to create difficulty for us, who creates an immense problem, huge difficulty across as a person. Now you need to get the permission of the enemy in a way by winning over. When you win the enemy across, he says, okay, I give up. I accept, you are the victor. You can see in the cricket match, the enemy coming and telling you that, hey, we have lost the match, your play is better than that, like that. So that is a very, very important Anugnya, or the important permission you get it across. And of course, there are other ways the coincidence happen in a people's life across. For example, you have a problem, somebody comes and talks to you about the problem. They come and say, hey, why you are disturbed? You simply tell about your problem, they give you a solution across. So these are the different levels of permission which is required before the manifestation across. The Indians have found a fantastic way to get this Anugnya. So that is why they get the Guru Anugnya and the Deva Anugnya before the marriage across, which is nothing but a psychic permission. Let me give you an example which I did it across. I met one of the very, very rich man as far as Kenya is concerned, and he had some problem with a particular thing. I called up 4 women and asked him to give the money and asked them to feel and bless him to get a solution for the problem. The very evening itself, the man got the solution for the problem. So that is supposed to be the permission. There are people who try to disrespect their wife. They try to disrespect their children. They try to simply say, oh, I am not interested in what you're doing. That is also a permission which is required for you to succeed. Now, if you take a player like Ashwin Ravichandran, when he plays, the whole family is supporting. His mother-in-law, father-in-law, mother, father, wife, children, everybody is wishing him to be successful in the life. In the same manner, all the people in the life do not get this kind of permission. The father is against the son is against the father, people are against each other, and they are not peaceful for people across as a person. So therefore, you have to understand most people don't succeed in their life because they don't have the wish of the parent. Now, for example, somebody has a love marriage, they don't have children, the wish of the parent is not there. I know somebody who got married and it almost was 8 years before they could get a kid because the parents were not happy in these guys having a kid across. Now, this is one of the biggest blocks people have in their life is they don't understand the psychic permission. We are all living as a group. We are all living as a group entity. We also live as an individual. But the balance between the individual and the group lies in the psychic permission. So remember, when you have a lot of enemies inside the house, your parents is against you, your wife is against you, your children is against you, you're not going to succeed in a very big manner. People who are successful in their life have a very, very peaceful and a very happy married life, happy children, happy parents. I've seen P. Chidambaram's house. His mother wishes him even now. If you go and talk to his mother, the mother will say like, you know, my son was very bright in the schools and colleges. I know he will succeed in his life across. So that is the level of the psychic Anugnya people get. There is immense love and there is a lot of peacefulness. People come up in their life. So please understand that this is a very, very important manifestation process which is not understood by many people across. The next level is how do you get the Anugnya? In giving, you receive. You please them. You give them food. For example, you call the elders, you give them food, you give them a token of respect of little money. They simply feel pleased and then they try to bless you. So in a way, if you please the people, if you make them happy across, then you can really understand that the other person actually wishes you to succeed. Now, many people try to drive a nail with the employee, push them to the extreme, not keep them happy across. I always believe the employee also should wish you to be successful. The employees should feel that it is my company, it is my organization. That kind of feeling has to be brought about it. Then only the organization will succeed across. So remember, these are different kinds of psychic permission which you develop into your life. And the most important thing is the less enemy you have, more success you will have in growth. So the best way to please somebody is to give love, give money, listen to them. Probably people will change. Also remember that you need to give forgiveness. Not everybody is in tune with you. Sometimes it takes time for them to come. So if you want to succeed in anything, just call 27 people, ask them to bless you and tell them to give the permission. You will invariably succeed across. So this is the psychic permission what we granted for people across. We do the Pada Puja, we call up people, we ask them to bless them after reading the Sankalpa. In a way, everybody gives the psychic permission for you to succeed. I hope this video is understood in the right spirit, because this will solve a lot of problem into your life by understanding the meaning of psychic Anugnya. This is very, very important. The psychic permission to make it, whether it's marriage, building the house, success, going abroad. Many people come back from abroad because their parents didn't wish it, because maybe their wife didn't wish it. So you have to understand, you need to take permission to make people to grant you that what you want across. This is one of the secret of success. Thank you.